Hello and welcome back to the Talking Time Final Fantasy Tactics Autobattle Tournament. We're here in Round 2L, the loser's bracket of Round 2, with Brickroad on bottom and Regulus on top. Brick has swapped his Crystal Mail for Reflect Mail across the board, and he's also switched his Dancer over to a more evasion-oriented build. On Regulus's team, his Knight has switched out 108 gems with a Feather Mantle. He's lost Earth Slash on the Squire, and also changed his AI, and one of these units had a change that I don't remember anymore. Despite my notes being on the monitor, they are actually covered up by the Cam Studio interface. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's get things started here. The thing about running this tournament, there's like 100 different things to keep track of on any given fight. I had to restart this a dozen times before I could finally get both teams in an acceptable state. Slow Dance hits two of those units, accumulate from the Squire. Interestingly enough, they both have pro-turtle advantages. Dragon Spirit triggers off of a failed weapon break. Solid swing there for 117 damage. Looks like an Ice 4 off of the Wizard. That's going to heal the Knight if it hits him and damage everyone else pretty badly. One of 4 on that Slow Dance. So the thing about relying on Slow Dance is it's not particularly reliable. Then again, neither is Elemental, and I do love me some Geomancers. Damage split triggers there. The Wizard's not a critical, but that's only because she has a low life total. Now she's at critical. A jump targeting the Geomancer. Wizard's back to health, at least to a bit of health. Dragon Spirit again. Two re-raises are not better than one. Geomancer keeps hoping to get lucky with that Elemental, but no such luck. The team's all grouped up for that Fairy, which means lots of healing all around, but also they're going to be vulnerable to attacks from the other team. Well, I'm not sure offhand if Brick has anything that could take advantage of that. Counter Flood does not trigger the petrification, but that would have been bad news. X Potion means that the Wizard is actually back in fighting shape now, which is not going to stop them from hitting her with every attack that they have. Bad luck with the Hell Ivy this time around. I think that's the 4th or 5th time a unit on Brick's team has gotten hit by one, but none of them have triggered stop. Transparent does not actually prevent you from being hit, but what it does do is guarantee that the next attack will hit, kind of like the Concentrate support skill. The enemy will also ignore units in transparent status, but if I believe how this works is that if someone on your team tries to is in AI status, then that unit will go after transparent units. Not entirely sure about that. Brick is the away team. He's the enemy team on this one, so if I am right about that, then transparent is still working probably the way Regulus wanted it to. So Regulus's two of Regulus's units are charmed now, although if the Squire just keeps accumulating, that can only really be, neutral for him. Phoenix down, and I believe it's just Brick's Dancer who's dead now. Although, I take it back, the Wizard's back, taking a dirt nap in the water. That Dancer's about to crystallize, and yeah, there we go. And meanwhile, Regulus' team is really not much worse for wear, especially given all the accumulates that Squire's gotten off. Wizard's back down. Lancer picks up the crystal, just not going to make a huge effect. That knight can do that all game long. Charm wears off, which means, oh, man! That would have done a ton of damage, but instead it got blocked, and the counterflood petrified the guy. Big turnaround there, and here we see Brick's evasion-oriented team paying off. Fairy triggers, which is about the only thing that can save Regulus at this point. Oh, there's re-raise. He's not in as bad a shape as I thought, but Knight's charmed again, which means he's not going to be undoing that petrification. The only other unit that could do that on his team is the one who's petrified himself, so yeah. Regulus is down to just the charmed knight, who has a gunshot and a jump for, two sources of guaranteed damage. 3 from that other gun. He's on his own here. Smart move would be to unpetrify that Squire, who's got punch art secondary, but no one ever accused the AI of being smart. Critical hit on that gunshot, for all the difference it makes. They're kind of toying with him now. There's really nothing that Regulus can do to bring the game back in his favor here. He might have a chance if the knight decided at some point to ever unpetrify that Squire. This battle could potentially last a very long time if the knight is lucky enough. He's got damage split, good amount of life, and X potion. Be kind of hilarious if he won that way, but he's going to prioritize Phoenix down over his own safety. He's charmed, but that means that he will no longer try to revive his teammates, and instead he's going for the X potion. Buckle in, kids, we're in for a long ride. Weapon break misses, as if he's even using his weapon anymore. Geomancer crystallizes. Wizard was almost there. The chemist on Brick's team means that he's not going to be able to just damage split his way to victory. Another charm. If this one sticks long enough, the wizard will crystallize and the knight will actually go for a remedy. Which means this battle could go somewhere, but speed break, now that's an actual good move. If you want to talk about things that could end up actually ending this battle at some point, speed break is one way to do it. Another critical. More damage split. Another steel heart, which means he's going to explosion himself again. Miss the weapon break. Miss the weapon break again. Weapon break, along with all the other breaks, is affected by evasion, including his shield, and that last one was shielded. The one just now was the feather mantle avoiding that. He goes for an attack because he's out of range to Phoenix down the wizard. Wizard's going to crystallize before his next turn, which means he could actually attempt to unpetrify the squire. Man, this guy is a tank. No, never mind, I take it all back. He gets a turn before the wizard. Wizard's going to go for a fairy, and it resolves. Fairy's not going to stay on her feet long. Yep. Now, the other possible end condition for this game is that the home team runs out of Phoenix Downs. Which, hey, could happen any minute here. Oh, look, he went for the crystal. Or maybe the other team levels to 99 and the battle ends. No, wait, that wouldn't actually really increase their damage output, would it? Would for the knight, but, we've seen the knight attack once in the last 50 turns. Oh, and we are rounding the 15-minute mark. This puts the last battle to shame, even. Another charm. He doesn't go for the X potion for whatever reason. It's another guarded weapon break. Speed break misses, thanks to the mantle. And he's out of charm. How close is that wizard to crystallizing? Not close enough, but I don't know if... Oh, there's another charm. That could do it. And of course X potion, so... Oh, he's boxed in. Not that, that's going to make a huge difference for him. He wasn't doing much with his mobility before, anyway. Oh, here we go! Things just got interesting. If you were sleeping, now's the time to wake up, because the Squire is back in the game. Knight's charmed. The Squire hits him, but of course it heals him instead of damaging him, which means that he's still charmed. They are ignoring, both the knight and the enemy units are ignoring the transparent unit, so I may have been wrong about that. Another charm. And another heal from the Squire, thanks to his ice brand. I think the AI is really hoping to break him out of that charm by hitting him, because I think it was at full life at that point. So, chalk another one up to brilliant AI. Oh, and we're back into the Phoenix down cycle. I had hopes. I had hopes that this would go somewhere. If it gets down to just the knight, if the Squire crystallizes, I am going to make an executive decision and call this battle. Yep, okay, there we have it. I'm calling this in favor of Brickroad, largely because there's no way for Regulus to win at this point. So thanks for watching, everyone, if you're still watching, that is, and we will see you next time. If you sat through this entire thing, bless you.